Yes, about 1:50 a.m. on Saturday the 31st of October, ACT policing members attended Longmore Crescent in Wanniassa, where there was reports of a car that had collided with a tree there. What we found was a single vehicle collision. There were a driver and 3 passengers in the vehicle, and unfortunately, due to injuries sustained in the collision, a 16-year-old female has since passed away from her injuries.
Was she a passenger in the front seat or the back seat?
She was the passenger in the front seat of the car.
And do you know how the other occupants of the vehicle are?
So all of them were taken to hospital. All of them sustained some level of injury, but everybody else has not sustained life-threatening injuries. As I say, the 16-year-old female is the one who passed away.
Do you know the circumstances around the crash?
So the staff in the major collision team are currently investigating the circumstances surrounding the collision. So at this stage, we're in the early stages of that investigation, so we don't have full details just yet.
Does it appear that they went onto the wrong side of the road? Is that any sort of
Well, as I say, we're in the process of investigating the collision. We're waiting to speak to the other occupants of the vehicle, and as you can imagine, today, given that the female has passed away, we're in the early stages of that investigation. Until we've actually gone through the complexity of the investigation, we're not really sure as to whether or not there will be any charges laid, so we're not at that point yet.
Was the driver a teenager or a provisional driver?
The driver was a provisional driver. He was 18 years of age.
And were roads wet at the time of the incident? We understand they were.
Yes, that's right. It was, as I'm sure you can all recall, Saturday night was quite a wet night, so the roads were wet and it was raining at the time of the collision.
Do you know the ages of the other people? You said the driver was 18.
I believe they're all teenagers, but I can't confirm the ages of the other occupants of the car.
Speed or alcohol with that?
We're in the process of investigating that at the moment, so I can't really comment on that.
You said this was the 6th fatality for the year on our roads. How does that compare to this time?
Last year, for the full year, we had 4 fatalities, so 6 is obviously every fatality is one too many for us. The circumstances around this one are quite sad. We've lost a young Canberran, and her family are devastated, as you can well imagine. So it's a difficult time for her family, and it's a difficult time for the staff here too, who have been interacting with that family.
Would it also be anyone for those in the community, parents?
Well, that's right.
teenagers?
Of course, and she had lots of friends, I would imagine, who are all going to feel the loss of her in their life, and her family as well. So it's a sad time, and it's a terrible tragedy for us here.
Is there any sort of messaging around wet roads, difficult road conditions that we can elicit out of this?
Well, we are always saying that it's really important for us, for everyone, to drive to the conditions. It was terrible weather on the weekend. We're due to have some more. We're going to have a wet summer, apparently, so all we can do is just stress and keep repeating to everybody, drive to your capabilities and drive to the conditions on the road. We can't say that often enough, I think. Yeah, so if anybody in the community has any further information, we encourage them to contact Crime Stoppers. They can remain anonymous if they wish to, but any information in relation to it or any dash cam footage that anyone might have, we would welcome the opportunity to speak to those people or to have a look at that dash cam footage.
You had your team go out on Sunday morning to take further measurements and assessments. I guess that was as the girl's condition worsened over the weekend.
We would do that anyway because it was a serious collision, but of course it adds further to it now that we are looking at a fatality, or we've had a fatality. So it's important for us to conduct a thorough investigation, and we would have done that anyway. But obviously it's more pressing now that we're investigating the death of a young person on our roads.